Michael, and this is about articles and content elements. This is a two-part video. This part's just going to be about some of the basics because they're fairly straightforward. But in the next video, we'll get into some of the more complex aspects of them and how they fit in with the other parts of Contao. So if you go up to the top, this is where you deal with articles. And articles are these things here beneath each of the pages. The pages are these bolded parts here, and those are what you dealt with in the site structure, which is in another video. Whatever pages you have set up here are reflected in articles, and then every regular page can have one or more articles, which is content that's in fact, when you make a regular page in the site structure, it automatically creates one article, but you can take it or leave it. So let's just go inside one of these articles, because an article is actually really just a wrapper for one or more content elements. It's just a way of kind of grouping a bunch of content elements together so you can kind of keep track of it and organize it however you want. So to get in there, we'll hit this pencil icon. I'll just do this one on the cat's page. So basically all of these are content elements. You can move them around however you want. And each one is a different type. You get to choose what type of content element you want to work with. So for example, I have, I'll click to edit one just to show you. Up top on all of them, you pick what type of element you want. And if you click this question mark triangle, it's the help wizard, and it kind of explains what each of the content element types are. And these are just sort of the stock ones that come with Contao. You can load your own in. Find ones other people have made. You can basically customize it however you want. But these are some of the basic ones. This is called a text element, so I've picked that one. And depending on what you pick, you get different options down here. So in the text element, there's a space to put a headline. You can pick your what H tag you want it to be, put some text in there. I could add an image, pick an ID and class. So that's a text, just an example. That's a text element. I have a gallery element here. It gives you the option. I could put a headline in. I could pick pictures, rearrange them. Here's a list one. Just so you have list picked there. It just makes it a simple ordered list, but it gives you the inputs, so it's just simple and you don't have to deal with other code. So those are just some examples. I won't get into all of the different types of content elements, but just to show you that there are a number of different types. You pick them, and then it's just a simple way of getting the content you want in there. And then once you have them, like I was showing you, you can move them around. Well, you've probably seen in other videos, you can duplicate, move them around this way, delete, or if you want to just hide it, you can unpublish it like that. That's good for like if you don't want it to be on the site, but you don't really want to delete it yet. That's the way to do it. And you can make new ones in here as well, either by hitting up here or on each of the individual elements. So let's go back just to show you what we have on the front end. I'll just double click here, and that's gonna show what's on the front end. So these are the articles that we were just showing you, the content elements within that article. You see here I have another article which has these two content elements, just a simple headline and some text, and that is down here. You can see everything's kind of in a crazy order, but it doesn't really matter. But that does show you that it's all arranged vertically from top to bottom, just like you have back here. So I could move this thing back up top here, and then when I refresh it, we have that up top. And that vertical orientation goes for the elements themselves. So I could put this big cat right there, and then when I refresh, it shows up right there. Now let's check out the dogs page. So we have some content here. I'll just show you what that looks like for the on the dogs page, the articles and elements. So we have a simple headline element where I just put that in the box, and there's this other image element which lets you pick an image, add a caption, whatever. Those could have both been combined into one article. It doesn't really matter. It's all about how you want to break it up and whatever makes sense to you.